just want to say a special good morning to my two little nieces there, my darlings, Kiana and Jada, who are tuning in from Florida. They always listen to and watch Auntie Dia on Facebook Live on a Saturday morning. They were the ones who did a little voiceover for us this morning. Special good morning to you, and thank you so much for connecting with Auntie Dia on ZDK Liberty Radio all the way from Antigua. We love you guys so much, and we pray that you continue to connect with us. I am very, very grateful for you. I'm also grateful for all my amazing campers who are spending their summer with me. Yes, Camp Dia, good morning to you. I know some of you are listening because you promised me yesterday that you were going to wake up and listen to Auntie Dia on the radio. So thank you so much for doing that. You can send me ask your parents to send me a WhatsApp and let me know that you are connected as we continue to do what we're doing this morning. I have some hot topics we're going to discuss, but please tell me, what are you grateful for? Monique, I am so grateful to see you commenting and you're back with us this morning, part of our Youth Envision family right here on Facebook Live. We love you guys. We missed you guys. Thank you for coming back. Good morning to you, Jarius. And Jarius says, blessed and happy Saturday to everyone. Blessed and happy Saturday to you as well. He says he's grateful to be in the land of the living. Now, as much as we want to take that for granted, that is so true. To be alive, to wake up in the morning and to know that you are alive, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing feeling and definitely something to be grateful for. So thank you for being grateful for that. What else are we grateful for? We have one more minute to run this. Tell me, what are you grateful for this morning?
I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing, so when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man.
Special good morning to my sister there, Kalisha Octave. Good morning to you, darling. Thank you so much. And yes, we are also grateful for you. I'm also grateful for my church family, an amazing group of people who come together as a community, and we try to do our best to live for Christ. Okay, it's an amazing thing, amazing choice to make. We're going to be talking a little bit about this morning. Yes, we are. So I am so grateful for that. I'm grateful that people can decide that they are going to work together as a group. Okay, children as well as adults, men and just coming together to form a community, to support each other, to love each other. And that is one of the most amazing things that we can do. We do it in the Antiguan society. As Antiguans, we can do the same thing. Come together and look at how we can make our country a better and safer place for all of us. Okay, so we are grateful for all of that. Special good morning to my sister dear, Natalia Graham. She says she's grateful for life. Definitely grateful for life this morning. Definitely grateful for all the people who are surrounding me, all the people who love and care for me, and even those people who are probably criticizing me. I'm grateful for you too, because guess what? You help me to be better, okay? It's about taking what's for you and living the rest or throwing it away. So this morning we express our attitude of gratitude, and we're going to start with, we like to do our good songs or good music to get us up and moving on a Saturday morning. So we're going to move to our first song, and I want you to know that the songs we're playing are all by Caribbean artists, and this one is one by Nisha there. It's called Volume, and she's from Barbados. Yes, she is. Caribbean Christian young lady. Yes. Let's take a listen to this one.
Turn up the volume, put it on speaker.
Yeah. Nisha goes again. Let me hear Nisha go and tell a friend. Turn it up, turn it up. She says we are representing now. Yeah. Turn up the volume, put it on speaker. I'm a melody preacher. Preach Christ, preach Christ, preach Christ. Say me preach Christ. Turn up the volume, give me a little louder. The whole wide world got to hear ya. Preach Christ, preach Christ. Turn it up, turn up the volume. Give me a little trouble, y'all. Listen, easy on the face. No time to be lukewarm, 'cause I gotta see his face, yeah. Stands on his feet, man. Got no time to waste. There's a lost generation that needs intervention. Where are the real soldiers, all of that people? Ready to take this gospel, yes, full and sure. Ready to take this gospel, yes, to the hills and the mountains, come in the valley. Anything I'm out to speak, stand up, take it to the streets, and just turn up the volume with the gun speaker. I'm a melody preacher. Preach guys, oh, preach guys, preach guys, oh, say we preach guys. Turn up the volume, give me a little louder. The whole wide world got to hear ya. Preach guys, oh, preach guys. Turn it up, turn it up, turn up the volume. Tune into the right song. Cause I know we gotta make sure that what speakers pretend is a good and body living here. Cause our life is a mirror from which the best see the Father. My life scream louder than what my mouth may utter. Where are the real soldiers, all of those people? Come let to take this gospel, yes, through and through. Oh, to the hills and the mountains, the windy valley. You give me a mouth to speak. Come on, let's take it to the streets and just turn up the volume with the tongue speaker. I'm a melody preacher. We preach guys, oh, we preach guys. We preach guys, oh, we preach guys. Turn up the volume, give a little louder. The whole my world got to hear ya. We preach guys, oh, we preach guys. Turn up the volume. I like that put it plug into me heart. Them no one see the whole of them shit. Amplified by the word of the Lord, shout it out to the whole world, proclaim that Jesus is Lord. It don't get mess up and he shall know. This man of the reason, we stop now. This man and he shall shout it out loud. Every city, every place, every street, every door. All the real soldiers, all of those people. Hey, ready to take this gospel, yes, to the yeah. To the hills and the mountains, nothing in the valleys. And give me a moment to speak. To the streets and turn up the volume of the tongue speaker.
I need you to turn up the volume on your radio right now so that we can blast this, let the neighbors hear. Now we're going to put this one on speaker. This is Caribbean music. This is Caribbean Christian music. Young people, I see everybody dancing on Facebook page. Yes, man. We can do a little grooving and moving. We can dance like David. Ain't nothing wrong being a Christian and dancing. Okay, so we're gonna be talking a bit about this morning. I want to see you continue to do your moves and your grooves. Turn up the volume. Let everybody else hear this one.
Nisha moves again. Let me and Nisha go and tell a friend. Turn it up, turn it up. Jesus, we are.
All right, so this one day is for all of us who are tuned in and we just want to get our morning started right. Turn up the volume and put it on speaker. She said she is a melody preacher. We all have a gift and a purpose in this life, okay? When God created us, when he formed us in our mother's womb, he knew us from the very beginning and he knew why he was putting us and allowing us to be in this earth. But the sad thing about this is, as young people, most of the time, we never find out what our true talent and our purpose is, and then we end up going on the wrong side of life, getting into a lot of trouble, doing all the wrong things. So we want to talk about being young and Christian this morning, and I just want to highlight a few very, very, very important points on what it is like to be young and Christian, and for me to encourage somebody who's listening right now. One of the good reasons why you should consider being young and still being a Christian, because it's one of the most awesome and amazing things to do. I mean, listen to this kind of music. A lot of people think that when we have Christian music, it's supposed to be drawn out and draggy. But when you have young people adding their feel to it and their touch to it, there's gospel soca, there's gospel reggae. There's so many ways that you can present the word of God and enjoy it. So this morning we're gonna be talking a bit about that. But I want to start with a very important scripture, and it's from Proverbs 22:6, and it says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. One more time, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now, I was looking at the newspaper this morning, and the police commissioner was highlighting that we have been having a few robberies and stuff going on this year, but he said something that was so critical that touched my heart. And he said there was at least a 14-year-old involved in one of them, and that just struck me, because I mean, at 14 years, just about 2 Saturdays ago, I had two young men there. One of them was 17, I think, and the other one was 20, and they had already started their own business. And then we have a 14-year-old who is involved in a robbery at such an early age. I mean, we have to consider what is happening with our young people and the choices that they make. And we go back to Proverbs when it said, train up a child in the way that they should go. And the police commissioner went on to say that he personally goes to the young people and he questions them to try to find out what is happening, why are they doing these things. And he had discovered that some of it has to do with how they're being raised. I know sometimes parents say they always get the blame, but guess what, we have a job to do. When we bring a child into this world, we have a job to do to train them in the way that they should go. So when they grow up, even when they look disgusting and they not take you on, just continue and don't give up on them, because at the right time, it's going to come through and it's going to come in them. Okay, so it was so unfortunate that we have a 14-year-old getting involved in robbery at such a young age. And if someone does not intervene in that child's life at that point, can you imagine what's going to happen if he continues along that path? So we have to be very, very careful. Now, I just want to show you another side of this spectrum, where you have a 14-year-old young lady who also won a spelling bee, and she's all over the news, she's all over the internet, she's all over social media. I just want you to see the difference, okay, with what is happening with children of the same age group. And it's all about the choices, the decisions they make, the influence that they have in their lives. And this morning we want to speak about that, training up a child in the way that they should go, and the importance of young people being shaped and molded in the right direction. And this is what this show is also about, is to speak to our young people, to highlight issues affecting our young people, to reach out to our young people, and to try to help them, to envision the right path for themselves, so when they are old, they will not depart from it. So like I said, Zelia Avant-Garde makes spelling bee history and other moments from the bee. She's 14 years old, from Harvey, LA, and she won the world, with the word Mariah. She became the first Black American to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee in almost 100 years. I think it was about 93 years, okay? So imagine that we have this young person, and I saw her doing an interview, and she spoke about all the other things that she's doing. For example, she loves basketball, and she's really good at it, and all of these things. Even right now, we have quite a few summer camps going on across the island of Antigua. We have them doing all sorts of things. We have those who are doing art, those who are doing music, those who are doing sports, and those who are like mine. We're doing holistic approach. We're talking about the emotional intelligence of our young people, the spiritual wellness of our young people, and we need to try our best to get them involved in the right things that will shape and mold them. A child is like a blank slate, a second opportunity for you to teach and write on them the right things. We can change the story and all the things that we're supposed to be doing as young people. So on one side, you have a young boy who's 14, probably lost and being influenced by the wrong people, being involved in a robbery. And on the other side, we have a 14-year-old who's ambitious. She is passionate. She wants to achieve great things. What are we doing to help the one that is on that side, that is already going down the wrong path with so much life ahead of you? So we're looking at highlighting that this morning, and we're talking about why you can be young and still be a Christian, and how amazing it is, and how Christianity can help you to train yourself in the right way. Okay, and when you start at a young age, it is so much better for you because you grow up into that lifestyle. Just like we have different people indoctrinating children in different things, Christianity is one of the best choices because it teaches you how to control yourself mentally. One of the gifts of the Spirit is self control. And one of the things we're doing at camp is we're learning how to control our emotions. We have sadness when you feel sad, when you feel angry, when you feel frustrated, you feel happy, you feel afraid, and all of these emotions that you feel, and learning how to manage them in the correct way. So when you become a Christian and while you're young and you have that, you learn how to have self control. You become an adult who knows how to manage all of these. You become a better citizen, and you're able to contribute better to your country or your society that you are a part of. Because when you are a little child and you become a Christian, you learn that stealing is wrong, killing is wrong. Okay, I know some of us probably went and steal mommy's milk and sugar. I don't know if children are still doing that. They're probably eating chips or something. But stealing is wrong. You learn all the things that are wrong and all the things that are better for you to do instead. So when you do that and it becomes a part of you, you get the inner voice that speaks to you and say, don't do that, it's wrong. Don't do that, it's wrong. Then you become better at it the older you practice it. So the older you get better, and then you somebody else. You can control your emotions when you're in school and somebody gets you angry and you want to beat them up. You want to throw a punch and you're angry and you're coming up in their face. You remember self control. And some of the tips that my campers learned was I asked them yesterday, what are you going to do when you're angry? And they said, teacher, we're going to breathe 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And so them say, we're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3. We're going to probably do it slower so it can help you to calm down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, you can do it. You're looking at the person, you're angry, and you're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And there we go. That should help. We also spoke about eating our favorite snack. If you're feeling angry and you really, really want to do something wrong, you look for your favorite snack, you play your favorite song, or you look for something that makes you happy, or you go sit down under your favorite tree and you breathe and all of that good stuff. So we're looking at ways that we can be young and Christian and how it can be so great for you as a young person. This morning, we had 2 7-year-olds telling their parents that they want to get baptized because they are part of that. And one of the reasons why parents, if you're listening to me, is that you really want to make sure that your child is in church, or they grow up in church, and they get the understanding of there is a God, a creator, and having a relationship with him, which is not just going to church, but definitely understanding there is a God and we can have a relationship with him. Is that, again, it helps them to grow up to become better adults. Very popular pastor there, Sarah Jakes Roberts. She got pregnant at the age of 13, and yes, she grew up in church. But one of the things that she mentioned earlier this year when she was doing a program, she said, I used to listen to some kind of music that used to talk about love and sex and all of these things. And she said, no wonder I wanted to give it up at such a young age. And I want to urge you this morning, please be careful with the music that you're listening to. That's why most of the time I make an extra effort to look for bubbly music that is Christian like, or it has good lyrics that speak life into our young people. And I want to encourage parents to get involved in what they're listening to, because you want to know that music has such a great influence on our young people, that it's producing subliminal messages in your child. And while they continuously listen to it, it's like it's writing this message on their brain that is allowing them to become and becomes an action eventually. So we have to be careful with the music that we're listening to. And that's why we're listening to Nisha this morning, Nisha Woods and Nathaniel, and they're talking about turn up the music, put it on speaker. Where are the Christian soldiers? Where are the people who are confident in being Christ followers? Because you know what, it is a great thing to do. You help you to understand how to be happy, helps you to understand how to be loving, how to share. You know, we have a little song that we can sing. Let's not fight. So you don't. I mean, we're gonna get angry, but it doesn't mean we want to hurt somebody because we're angry. We can learn to control it. We can learn to express it and say, you made me angry because you stepped on my toe and it hurts really bad, and now I feel angry. So we help you to explain how you feel without throwing five punches or hitting somebody with a stone. You express, I really feel bad about it. And again, when you are able to manage these things at that age and you grow up into it, when you become an adult and somebody gets you angry, instead of cussing them off, and calling them all sorts of names, and getting violent where you want to use weapons and maybe end up killing somebody, you are able to go up to the person and say, I don't like how you make me feel. It was horrible. And we're supposed to be able to reason out our anger and our emotions. Okay, so being young and Christian and learning all the right lessons that you teach at that age, you grow up to become a better citizen who is able to treat others with respect, who's able to contribute significantly to society. So we don't listen a little bit again to Nisha there. She talks about, what it is to be. She said she's a melody preacher. So she's using music to reach to the young people and the adults as well. Let's take a listen to it again.
Everybody must know.
Let me just take this opportunity to say good morning to you, Shannon there. Good morning to you, Miss Bernadette Ephraim. She says good morning to my Youth Envision family. I hope all is well with everyone. Grateful for spirit life, health, family, and friends, and for the liberty to be able to worship God openly anytime. Yes, man. We're talking about being young and Christian. Okay, good morning to you, Maria George. I made it out of bed again today. Yes. We need you to pray for our children, pray for our young people. We know what it is to be young and to be vibrant and to be passionate and to be adventurous, but we want to pray for our young people this morning. Monique says, yet it is shocking and alarming. Counseling is definitely one of the things we can do at that age because he's already a 14-year-old, but that doesn't mean we can't, that there is no hope. Counseling is definitely necessary. We have programs in place where our young boys, we love you so much, and we know that you can do great things. Parents, you need to stop telling the little boys to go outside and play. Let them come inside and do some chores too. My brother used to have to do some of his chores before he could go out and play with his friends, okay? We want to raise up our young men to be balanced. They should be able to cook. They should be able to clean. They should be able to help around the home. They should be able to do all sorts of different things, okay? We're sending out, yes, kudos to the young lady there representing the Black Americans. Congratulations to her. 14 years, and she's already so passionate about life and all the things that she can be doing. Yes.
I'm a melody preacher. Preach guys, preach guys, preach guys. Say preach guys. Turn up the volume, give me a little louder.
Special good morning to my darlings Amaya and Araya and Aiden. They sent me a message and said that they are tuned in. Good morning to you. Good morning.
What because you tell me is that when I'm going to live in here? So life is a mirror, so which not the see me father. My life scream louder than what my mouth may utter. We're all the heroes, soldiers, all other people. Come let me take this gospel, yes, school and church. Come on, let's take it to the streets and just turn up the volume, put it on speaker. I'm a melody preacher. We preach guys, oh, we preach guys. Guys, oh, we preach guys. Turn up the volume, give it a little louder. You know my world got to hear ya. We preach guys, oh, we preach guys.
There is nothing to be ashamed of if you are young and Christian. You know, I remember this young lady, she asked me once, she blew my mind. She probably gonna be saying, why you have to put me on blast like that? But I mean, this is how we learn, by making mistakes and targeting different things. And she said to me, you know what? Being a Christian is boring. All you can do is go to the movies or go to the beach. Girl, no, so not true. There's so many exciting things that you can do. I want to ask you a question. So being a young person who's not a Christian, what are you going to do? Just go to a party and go to the club and that's it? That's the only thing you can do for fun? Really? So the clubs are closed down. What are you doing for fun? What are you doing for fun? Christians can go hiking. We can go on cruises. We can have games night. We can do movies in the church. We can do movies at the cinema. There's so many things. You can travel. You can learn a skill. Do a lot of things that empower you. Recreation was designed to help us to feel restored and to feel a lot better when we are finished doing it. Do you feel restored and a lot better when you go to the clubs, or do you feel like you can't make it to the next morning and your head is hurting you because you're hungover? I'm not hitting on anybody. I'm just speaking the truth this morning. Yes, I am. So we're talking about young and Christian. If you are just joining us, again, I want to say congratulations to the two girls this morning who decided to completely surrender to God. And let me tell you, being 7 is not too young, because I have a little scripture there that's going to show you. If you look in the Bible in 2 Kings chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, and it's also in, chapter 12, verse 1, and 2 Chronicles 24, verse 1, there was a 7-year-old king, and his name was Jehoash. Jehoash. Please excuse me, there's a lot of names in the Bible that I cannot. 7 years old, and he reigned for 4 years. At 7 years old. So you are young if you are 7 years old, if you're 8 years old, if you're 9 years old. You are not too young to know that there is a God. He's almighty. He is eternal. And you can have a relationship with him because he created you. And he knew you from the time you were created in your mother's womb. All right? All right. So we're going to switch it up a little, because this one is coming back to my friend who said being a Christian is boring. Listen to this one from Nathaniel. It is such an awesome song. And you know what is amazing? I think I heard this song being played somewhere outside of the church before. Take a listen to this one. Special good morning to my Miracle Ministries family, also to my young people. We have a very good and strong, vibrant youth ministry. We meet every Friday night in all sense. So if you want to be a part of it, you can let us know. And you are welcome to join us, okay? Young people, we take you from very young. If you want to come and enjoy all the good things that we do on a Friday night, check us out at Miracle Ministries, okay? Okay.
It's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom, Christianity boring is for children and all people. This is for all people. Joy I have is for all people. Caribbean Christian and dancing in the blood. Brother Jaron said best, because I'm the most fun, I'm not there. Not know that, cause Jesus is fine, life in Christ nice. Not know that, don't care what they say, sometimes survive. Not know that, the time I'm alive. Jesus really Christ. So it's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom.
Thank you so much, also Bernadette, for your support to the young people on this program. I am so very grateful for you all to keep me company on our Facebook page every morning, because at least I know that some people are listening and you are watching me, and it means that the message is getting across. So the guy saying they say Christianity is boring, but guess what? We live in the kingdom. Life is about the decisions that you choose and you want to make. Okay, so if you are a boring person, I like to tell them you are probably the boring person. You are boring because you don't know how to have fun. And what are the things that make you happy? You ask yourself, what makes me happy? How can I have fun? And you go ahead and you do it, as long as it's not infringing on the rights of anybody else. It is something that is awesome for you to do. Then go ahead and do it. Play a good game of sport, learn a skill. And one of the things that they said about this young girl, they said one of the things is she's not on a cell phone as often on TikTok and doing all of the things that we are doing. So guess what, young people? You might want to put down those devices or limit the amount of time you spend on it. And if you're going to spend time on it, make sure you're doing something constructive. Make sure you're doing something that's going to teach you a lesson, like listening to Youth Envision or watching it on Facebook Live. That is something that is definitely going to empower you and help to teach you something. Okay, so tune into Youth Envision all the time, and that's something you can look at on your parents' Facebook, because some of you are too young for that.
This is for all people. Joy I have this for all people. Caribbean Christian, I'm dancing in my blood. My brother Jaron said, "Because I'm the most fun, I'm now there. Not know that, cause Jesus is fine, life in Christ nice. Not know that, don't care what this is like.
So he's saying that he went out, he was a pastor's child, a PK, and he went out to a club and a party and to find out, what the hype was about. And then he said, "There's none out there." That's what he said, none out there. I probably need to invite my dialect tutors back on the show so they can remind me about my dialect, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. But he said none out there. And again, it comes back to what makes you feel satisfied. If you know who God is and you understand the essence and the power of having a relationship with God, then you realize there's none out there, man. In the party, we just jump and wave and get on with bacchanal and get drunk and disorderly. And then at the end of the day, you're tired than anything else, and you have to try and find the time to recuperate. Where you could spend that time doing something even more constructive that'll leave you feeling strong and healthy. Go to the gym. Yes, go to the gym and do a sport, or again, like I said earlier, do something exciting. There is none out there, none out there. And those of us who are young and Christian, we want to agree that there is none out there for us. We want to continue on that step.
Only know about this church and school, we know ever come outside. So he went to a party just to feel what the guy was like. Curious as you want to see, so we gave it a try to surprise. Not know that, cause Jesus is fine, life in Christ nice. Not know that.
Jesus is fine and life in Christ is nice. I have a brother who said to me, he looked at me and he said, "Boy, God's sweet, God's sweet." I don't know, boy, we need to encourage young people to know that this is a very good lifestyle for you. Okay, you may fall, you may go through different things, ups and downs, but it is a sweet one. And what I like about the lyrics of this song is that he's saying that, they told him the only thing you know about is church and school. Our young people, you like to pressure people and make fun of each other if they're not doing the same thing as you. So they tell you only know about this church and school, man. Nothing about living life. And so, and then he see the side that he wanted to go see. And parents, that is something I definitely think that you can do, is to not just say, "Oh, you should," we're not telling you this morning either, you should just be a Christian and that's it. But you let young people realize that there is a choice. You compare, you let them be exposed to what the other lifestyle is, and you let them be exposed to what it is to be a Christian, and then they can see the difference, and they're better able to make a decision. Christianity is not something that is forced on anyone. Your belief system, your spirituality, it's not forced on you. But if you can see the difference Then you can compare, and that's what he did. He went and checked it out for himself because you know everybody chatting, and you know how your friends can get when they keep on telling you, "Come and try it, man. You like it. Try this some weed. You like it. Try this. You like it." And then you go and you listen and you give into the peer pressure because you want to please your friends, and then you get yourself into some trouble. Some of us end up, surviving that, and some people don't. I mean, unfortunately, some years ago, we had a young lady dying in Carnival on the truck. That was one of the most gruesome things, and it affected and it shook the nation. Okay, so some young people, you do not get that grace, you don't get that chance. Okay, so this is something that you can do. You can have a look, you can check it out, you can see the difference and the lifestyles, what it is like to be on the left and what it is like to be on the right, what it is like to be a sheep and what it's like to be a goat, what it's like to be a lion and what it's like to be an eagle. And like I said, when you become a Christian, you learn your mind changes, and the way you think, and you'll be able to believe in things and all the great things. Man, this is so exciting. I mean, there's so much powerful things that you can do when you become a Christian, because you get that power. And the way, again, we come back to self-control, how you deal with things, how you navigate through life. It's a different perspective altogether. Okay, so we're looking at being young and Christian this morning. Special good morning to Miss Sonique Primus. You are joining me there on YouTube, Dear Learning Academy on YouTube. Thank you so much, and good morning to you.
Christianity foreign is for children and all people. This is for all people. Joy I have this for all people. Caribbean Christian, I'm dancing in the blood. My brother Jared said, because I'm the most fun, I know that. Not know that, cause Jesus is fine, life and Christ nice. Not know that, don't care what this is, substance over high. I know that, I am living with the time I'm alive. Jesus really Christ. Everything in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom. Everything in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom. We sing it.
Lit in the kingdom. I know sometimes we use the word lit, lit, to show, well, it's an adjective that is used to express how great things are. And he's saying we're lit in the kingdom. Yes, we are. There's so many things that you can do, and, encourage yourself as you continue on this path. It is exciting and it's excellent. Jaria says, I want to come on Friday nights too. If you move to Antigua and Barbuda, you will be able to join us on a Friday night. Okay. So, what are you doing? What are you doing for your summer? All right. What are you doing this summer? Are you at a summer camp? You can call in the show and tell me what you're doing, how you're enjoying your summer camp. Remember, the competition is still on, or the challenge, I should say. The challenge is still on for you to be up with Auntie Dia on a Saturday morning, cleaning your room, and you can win a prize, because we want to encourage you to clean your room. Do something good on a Saturday morning. And you know why you should get up early and do it with Auntie Dia? Because once you're finished, you have the rest of the day to go to the beach, to do some arts and crafts, to play a sport, do some football, do some basketball, do something great, play some good music and enjoy, do a little dancing. Get some mangoes, go to the neighbor for some mangoes. You have the rest of the day practically to do what you want to do. So this is why you should join the challenge on ZBK Liberty Radio 97.1 FM.
Because I'm the most fun, I know that. Not know that, cause Jesus is fine, life and Christ nice. Not know that, don't care what this is, substance over high. Not know that, I am living with the time I'm alive. Jesus really Christ. Everything in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom. Everything in the kingdom, it's in the kingdom. We sing it.
Special good morning to Joella Lloyd, former student there. I taught her in grade 3. Such a good young lady. She is always, very reserved and hardworking in primary school. She's out there at the NAC competition, placing third. She and the two other young men there, Daly and the other one. Y'all are doing great. We have quite a few young people outside of Antigua right now who are taking part in different sporting events. We want to send you some love and encouragement on Youth and Vision and to let you know that we love you, we are supporting you, and we're looking forward to welcoming you when you return. Also, special good morning to Coach Jamil Nelson. I know that you worked hard with Joella and the other young people. Thank you so much to all the adults who continue to dedicate their time and their energy to help to train our young people in the way that they should go. So when they get older, they will not depart from it. Because Jesus is fine, life in Christ's place. None know that. Don't care what they say, substance over high. None know that. I have been living time of my life. Jesus is really Christ. It's in the kingdom, It's in the kingdom, It's in the kingdom, It's in the kingdom, We sing praises, I just love all my young Christians, all my young supporters, all my young friends. I have friends who are not Christians, but I keep encouraging them. They tell me I pray and I continue to have that relationship with God. And that's what we're encouraging you to do this morning. Whether you are a tiny tot, a little child, or you are a teenager, you're a young adult, we want to just encourage you that being young and Christian is an amazing thing. Okay. My darling there, Miss Mia Eustache, Miss Sherman Eustache, I know that you're listening and I know that you're laughing and saying I'm embarrassing you, but it's all love, honey. I can talk about you like that and tease you. Thank you for joining me this morning. I want to say good morning to my niece, Julissa Stott. Julissa messaged me last night and she said, Auntie, I need some advice. And she said, I want to start my own business. And I was like, oh my goodness, I am so proud of you. I want to say good morning to all the young people who are starting their own business. Congratulations to Mia Eustache, who also started her own business recently called Dare to Be Different Boutique. Yes, Dare to Be Different. You can check her out on Facebook as well. Young people, we are so proud of you and all the amazing things that you're doing. Guess what? Out of COVID, we have a lot of amazing things happening and businesses being born. And we want to let you know that on Youth and Vision, we love you. We want to encourage you to continue to do what you love to do. Okay? Okay, special good morning to Jelani there in Washington, D.C. Good morning to you from Auntie Dia on ZDK Liberty Radio. All right, so somebody's asking me if I have any riddles this morning. I could do that with you. We're going to end with a couple of riddles because they had so much fun last week. I wonder if I'm going to do that riddle. I'm going to do that riddle again. You're asking me because you probably have the answers, huh? You have the answers? Okay. We're going to end with a few riddles to tease your brain this morning. Okay. Get ready. Put on your thinking caps. So this one says, I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less. What am I? I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less. What am I? from last week who had all the answers. Is she connected this morning? So I'm going to read this one again. I make a loud sound when I am changing. When I do change, I get bigger but way less. What am I? Let me get some answers before I leave in the next 2 minutes. We're lit in the kingdom right here. We're lit in the kingdom. The number to call is 462-1100. If you want to call me to give me the answer, I am welcoming you. Okay, okay. All right, since you don't know the answer, oh my goodness, she knows the answer. All right, shy, Miss Sonic. Yes, the answer is popcorn. I make a loud noise when I'm changing, and when I do change, I get bigger, but I weigh less. Yes, the answer is popcorn. Popcorn. All right, here's one more before I leave, and it says, it has keys, but no locks. It has space, but no room. You can enter, but can't go inside. What is that? It has keys, but no locks. It has space, but no room. You can enter, but can't go inside. What is it?
Korean Christian and dancing in the blood. My brother Jaron because I'm the most fun. No day, because Jesus is fine, life in Christ nice.
I hope you all are going and Google those answers. Think about it. Put your brain to work a little. All right, so I'm going to read this one more time before we leave. It has keys, but no locks. It has space, but no room. You can enter, but can't go inside. What is it? What are we talking about? All right, the answer is a keyboard, and Miss Primus, you got the answer again. You know what? I probably need to start giving you something for that. You got really better than last week. Thank you guys so much for joining me right here on ZDK Liberty Radio. We really had a good time this morning. We talked about young and Christian. We talked about making decisions in life. And you know what? We're going to have a hot debate about that. Yes, I think that's what we'll be doing. Okay, we had two good songs this morning. One was Volume by Nisha. You can check it out on YouTube. And the other one was Lit in the Kingdom by Nathaniel. You can check them out on YouTube and have a listen and continue to enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Okay, all the best from Auntie Dia and the ZDK Liberty Radio family.